Hi. So this video is going to show off what a NIH core and a BCN core are, the differences. Okay, so a BCN core, or a battery checked NIH core, is essentially an upgrade to the NIH core. A NIH core will basically take your root power, run it through your circuit based on the fixed amount of power you set, and anything after that fixed amount will overflow into the batteries, charging them, the batteries behind. Okay. So, in case the root power is lower than your required amount to run your circuits, the batteries will kick in and any root power is redirected to the batteries, limiting the rate of depletion and providing some charge while they are being used. That is how a NIH core works, okay? A BCN does the exact same thing. It is also adding some extra logic, hence the extra little bit of circuitry on the right, as you can see. And how it works is, in case your batteries are destroyed, the system will stay on root power even if it is too low to keep everything online. The traditional NIH core will not care about batteries being destroyed, and that can lead the core sending power to non-existing batteries, leaving you with zero power, even though your windmills are running. Alright, so we're going to remove both these batteries, and as you can see, the light's still on. But now let's simulate your power fluctuating, because this is how windmills and solar panels will work. Your power fluctuates, and suddenly it's not creating enough power. Your NIH core goes offline. The BCN will fix this. Let's pick up all these batteries. That's all our batteries gone. But we're still producing 200 power, okay? Let's now increase that to 210. As you can see, the system still wants more power, but to simulate the same over there, we'll put this back down to 150, and we will remove a test generator. As you can see, power's still going on, where over here, power isn't going on. That's because this system here is attempting to send power to non-existent batteries, as you can see right here. However, this system, thanks to this blocker and these parts up here, these branches, the system recognizes that the batteries are gone. The thing with the BCN is that you want to make sure the batteries are destroyed, and the memory cell switches back to using root power. But we also need to make sure that this function is handled by the batteries itself. That's where this system comes in up top, okay? This system basically checks if the batteries are there. If there are no batteries, it will make sure root power is being used at all times. That's the simple part about a BCN and an NIH core. So, you know, this is going to be a short video, but this is why I would recommend building a BCN over a NIH core. Now, these are both outdated. This one's built by Hyperion, this one's built by NIH. I believe there are some updated versions of both, but I would 100% recommend sticking with the BCN because it's going to hold you out. It's going to work. It works for me. I've played it in hundreds of wipes, and I do actually plan to make a wipe video where I will be showing off a lot of electrical and circuits that I use in the wipe. But for the actual kind of logic behind the BCN, how it works is it is to basically this blocker is creating a kind of offset timing. So when the power is lost, the blocker goes, okay, power's lost, I'm going to send a last pulse to the system to say that the batteries are no longer there, which makes sure that this memory cell is producing power from the root source, which is this one on the right, this little right side. Okay, now I will leave a circuit link in the description for a NIH core and a BCN core, and I will also leave a link to Hyperions BCN, which I 100% highly recommend building in any base. A BCN core is perfect for centralizing all of your power for turrets and SAM sites. You can create a whole separate circuit for lights, heaters, you know, all the other fun stuff that the electrical's using, fridges, stuff like that. That doesn't need a backup. But for turrets and SAM sites, losing batteries and then having your turrets go off because a battery's been destroyed is the worst feeling ever. And it's what can lose you a raid. That's why I recommend building a BCN core, putting it somewhere secure, such as in your TC room, or, I don't know, somewhere that's not going to get exploded. But hey, thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want more electrical guides, I don't know, I'll figure something out. I'll try my best, okay? So, hopefully I'll see you around again. Have a good day.